Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jennifer Jefferies, the present-day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those who are wanting to really rock their lives and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. Really important question. You ready for it? Here it goes. Da, 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 da. How did your best friend become your best friend? Think about that for a little minute. How did your best friend, that best friend in your life right now, how did they become that person? What happened? What happened first? Give you a second just to think about that. What I know happened is that at some point, one of you said, hello. Yeah, hello. Whether you were on a plane sitting next to each other or walking down the street or in the surf or wherever, you met a person and you said, hello. And the other person said, hello. And then somewhere amongst that, you guys found common ground. Common ground is that common interest. There's something, I've made some amazing friends in the surf already in the last year. Just, our common ground is surfing and the way we, live that outside kind of life. But I wanted to talk about how does that person become your best friend? Well, it starts with, you say hello, you find that common ground. And then at some point along the continuum, you're hanging out together and stuff. And at some point you just feel safe to let down your guard and really let them in, really let them into your heart. Now, Tony Robbins talks about proximity, and he talks about how when we're around something or someone, it's in our consciousness, it's in our being, and there's more chance for it to, we'll grow and stuff. So when it makes sense. When you hang out with people, they're in your vibe, and it's got more chance of it growing. But culturally, us, bloody Westerners, there's this strange story in our head that we have to let that, it's a love. Even for, for your mates. I love my dearest friends. Oh my God. Like I would do anything for them. I really would. But what takes you from that point of, g'day, how are you? Finding you've got common ground to then diving in and surrendering and opening your heart and being their best friend or growing, to be, lovers with someone or whatever it is. Why does it take so damn long for us to let the relationship build? Why? I think it's just because culturally that's what we do. We let it take time. We have to let it grow and let it develop and marinate and all that kind of stuff, which is all wonderful. And what I know for me is that I've had some interesting relationships in the past, friends relationships and just life relationships, and been hurt. Like good luck to anyone, I think, on this planet who's not been hurt when they have surrendered a bit of that heart, whether to a mate or a partner or something. Well, what I know for sure is, and I talk about it in many, many, many of my podcasts because it's so important to me. And I love that Tony Robbins says, nothing from the past has to influence the future unless you let it. And where we go wrong is, if it's wrong, we live our futures out of our past, not out of our present. And so when we're bringing that, I've been hurt in the past, I'm going to take my time to really get to know this person this time. I'm going to make it all safe. Well, where's the rule? It's a story because we're living our future out of our past instead of just diving in. Now, this has been a big lesson for me in my life. I've totally been that person too. I really have been that person. One of my mentors, David T.S. Wood, gorgeous mate, crazy Canadian boy. He talks about when you meet someone, treat them like you've known them for 10 years or for your whole life, and don't just go, hi, how you going? Like, hey, I love your hug and it's so good. Why don't we do that? There's like this cultural reserve in us, and it's like, I don't like it. I'd rather dive right in. And when David first brought that to my awareness, I definitely have, it's a learning I've leaned into. Has it always been easy? Nope. Again, it's one of those uncomfortable kind of growth points, but it's been one of the hugest lessons in my life. And traveling the world as I do, I meet the most amazing people out on the road, but sometimes it might only be crossing paths like for an hour or a minute or whatever. And because I've learned to just open up and let them in and just like dive straight in there, it's why wait? I could be missing out on having an amazing relationship, friendship thing with anyone I cross paths with around the world and even in my own backyard. But it's been something I've had to learn to feel safe, trust, and just dive in sooner than later. Now, David T.S. Wood, my gorgeous mate, he says, you know, when we have, this is how he kind of tells the story, and I love it. I get the visual. I'm a visual kind of person. You know, if you've been in a relationship before or a friendship before and you've been let down and you've been hurt and everything, imagine you go into that new relationship, friendship, whatever it is, and you're reaching that point. You want to just surrender it all, open your heart and really surrender it all. But because you're living your future out of your past, there's this little bit that you hold back. And imagine you have this most amazing partner. You've met this person and you're so in love with them and you just want to surrender to it. But there's this little bit that goes, I've been hurt before. And you think, I'll go in. I don't know. It's like you want to surrender to it, but you just like, oh. And he says it's like, you know, someone getting on their knee to propose to you and saying that I am 99.9% certain that I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And it's like, how crap would that feel? But when we hold that piece of us back, that's what we do, whether it's with friends or partners, whatever. Don't hold back, guys. Dive into friendships and relationships, ready to, as David says, to be totally devastated. Well, I'm not into projecting, you know, to have the negative kind of thing happen, but why not just dive right in? I've really learned this year. I could cry thinking about it. I lost my sister this year, and life is bloody short. She was 60 and she shouldn't be gone. Guys, don't waste a day of life. Don't. Dive straight in. No prejudging. Who says we have to do things in a certain way? It's all bullshit. They're other people's stories. Don't take them on. Why should we? Why can we? When we meet someone, I have to wipe my eyes. Sorry. It still upsets me that Sue died. It was a bit sad. Anyway, back to it. I just want to be real. But life is short. Just, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not really open your heart and just give? But when you give, also allow the space to receive that love from that other person, whether it's a mate or a partner. I'm crying now. This is real. It is real. I don't want just to waste your life the same as I don't want to waste my life. I choose not to. So, you know, when David shared that with me a few years ago, it's probably 10 years ago now, I kind of went, yeah, I get it. And I've lived that way since. And my heart's my sleeve. You just know what's going on with me. I just can't hold anything back. So imagine that from today, when you met someone, and this is today's healthy life hacks, guys. Number one, when you met someone, say hello. But say hello and treat them in a way like they've been your best friend for forever. Just dive right in. Just dive right in. Don't prejudge. You don't have to go slow. That's an old story and it's not serving you. Just dive in. Right from then, you have no idea what you could be bringing to your life. How cool. Way sooner than all this bullshit of letting it grow. Like, really, what if you just started to be with an open heart? Be with an open heart. It's big. Life's short, guys. Don't waste it. If you want to get hold of today's show notes, head over to healthylifehacks.com.au. And in the next episode, I won't be crying because I'll be talking about that I've got gas. Yes, I will. I've got gas. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review where you're listening in from. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review to have a free 1-hour consultation with me. If you would like to receive a free copy of my Feed Your Body ebook, simply click the link in the comments below and join my newsletter, and we will get that free ebook sent to you. I welcome your emails, and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.